go. Hello, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the second edition of Whittling Wednesdays, the show where I sit and whittle and talk with y'all. It's basically this. I don't know what else to say, really. I didn't really show you guys last week, but this is just kind of how my little wooden guy turned out. He's very I can get him to focus. There we go. See him? Technical difficulties. So much fun. Anyway, this is kind of how he turned out. I think I'm gonna do a new block of wood today. I'm gonna grab it and be right back. We got a couple different options here. We could do something longer. Oh, this one's even, so it's more shorter. This is the one that I started the little figurine out of. I'm thinking I'm gonna try something with this one today. For those of you who don't know this show and are a little more new to it, it's basically just uncut, unedited. There's not a lot that goes on. There's nothing really scripted. You're welcome to stay as long as you like. Leave anytime you want. That's basically it. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this block of wood right here. I was considering making it into maybe like a hourglass shape. I may just kind of like start and see what happens as I get into it. I'm still learning a lot about whittling. I'm very new to it. Let me adjust the mic just a little bit more this way so you can actually, it's hitting me a little better, you know. I don't have to speak as loud. Is the autofocus even working on me? Sorry, I see stuff on the camera there that looks like it might not be. I don't know if I've been out of focus or not on that shot. If I have been, that's just the camera's fault. The neighbor's dog is back. So yeah, there's that. I have appreciated the comments I've gotten so far. A lot of you have been pretty kind to me about this series. Someone even mentioned I should start a podcast. Definitely something I would love to do one day if it was like with another person or a group of people. Not sure if I'd have like a solid kind of genre, theme, or topic for a podcast. I feel like it would be all over the place, so I don't know. For now, I'm just trying to make YouTube videos. You know, that's the goal right here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to talk about. Suppose I could ask how everyone's Wednesday is going. That could be a good sort of dialogue we could start in the comments. I don't know how the lighting has been in this episode so far. I'm trying to set it at a better position, not as much overexposure in the background. You know, still plenty of detail on my face. Hopefully the shadows aren't too sharp. I'm always really picky about those sort of things. If you can hear in the background, it sounds like a saw. One of those like the ones you have on like a table. I don't know the names of them. I would love to know the names of them. I need to get more into that sort of thing. Anyway, people working. It's a usual Wednesday. I feel like it tends to be very active in this neighborhood on Wednesday. Dog barks a little extra, you know. The crickets get louder. The trees. That's always fun when you're trying to film something and you actually need everything to be quiet and you're shooting outside. For this, like, there's no pressure. Like, they can do that all they want. It doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. I'm totally fine with it. Okay, anyway, we're gonna begin. I haven't actually carved anything yet. I don't know what to carve though. It's so wild. Let's do the first cut here. Done this in a couple days. Look at that right there, getting a good clean. I might be doing it wrong. This might be against the grain. Ooh, yeah, it's coming out a little too hard there. Okay, that was probably not the right way to do it. I think I was going in too hard there, but you live and you learn. If I did more of an hourglass shape, I could make it go in one way and in another, you know, kind of like to cylindrical pyramids, you know, meeting in the middle. That could be a good practice for that. I don't know. But I suppose I should be asking myself, like, what do I want to make with wood? And at my skill level, I'm having a hard time figuring out what I can do. Oh, shut up, dog. A little too far there. I wonder how many people are watching just in hopes that I like cut off a finger or something. This one's harder to start on. Another thing I need to learn how to do and purchase is like one of those like sharpening blocks or whatever, you know, so I can sharpen this when it gets dull. He's either barking at me or somebody else, because it doesn't even look like he's looking at me. Sometimes I think they just like to bark. Let's see, if I'm to go like this, I would go inward, right? Correct. I need to go against the grain here. This is kind of... I feel like it's tough to get a good sweeping cut on these that's clean. It feels like it's just I can do little bits at a time. But it's supposed to be a slow process. I know you're not supposed to be doing it super fast, you know? It's like a therapeutic thing. Wow. Ooh. Get that out there. Oh goodness gracious. I have all my little wood chips on me. Let's get this out here. Get that off there. I don't really know what to talk about. Someone suggested I do, well, a friend, Peter, shout out to Peter, he has his own YouTube channel. Should probably link to him. But he mentioned the idea of turning this into a live stream. Not necessarily something I wanted to do. One thing it would help with is more like interaction with viewers. I'm hoping one day maybe I could do something with a live stream, but have it be set up a little differently. I know I definitely couldn't do something outside like this for a live stream. And I know I wouldn't be able to use this equipment for live streaming unless you can do that with a Canon 80D these days. Maybe you can. I remember way back with the 60D, that was not a thing you could do. But yeah, it's mainly just like one of those things where I think I'd rather do something different with live streams and format it a little bit differently. Yeah, you know what I should make this? I should make it into like a tiki head. That would be really cool. How would I do that though? Let's say this is the corner here. We did the eyes. I'm just gonna try stuff here. You gotta try and try and try. And if you fail, that's okay. Because everyone else fails too. So, probably more than you would first realize. Ooh, that's a nice little cut there. Oh, golly gee. I don't know what I'm doing right here. It's tough to like just look at like a block and be like, I'm gonna turn this into this. My mind's just not here this morning. I'm shooting this in the morning. If you can't tell, I don't know, like based off where the sun is or something, but I would love to experiment and maybe shoot in the evening sometimes or in the middle of the day. Maybe could even shoot inside once or twice. But I do like doing it outside. I feel like if you're gonna whittle, the closest you can be to indoors has to be like on a porch or something, you know? It's a very outdoorsy thing. Ooh, this is a nice cut here. Like the wood bent in such a way, this little flake, that it looked really neat. Yeah. To the two of you that are still watching and haven't clicked away yet. It's funny that I think it's 2, not 0. Yeah. I don't know, it's been an interesting week. I shot a video the other day and it was just not... I was looking at it in the editing on Premiere. It was just not good. It was not interesting or enjoyable at all. And I was like, why did I shoot this? And it's so frustrating when you work on something and then you realize, oh, wait a minute, this is terrible. Like, I should have thought this through a little bit more. But like I always try to remind myself, it's better to have like done something like that than to have not done anything at all. Like, it's still a step in the right direction in my eyes. It may feel like, oh, I spent all this time on something that turned out to be like completely pointless, but you're still inevitably growing in those skills and that knowledge, you know, and that craft just by doing that thing. Getting you more in the habit of making videos and such, you know, that was another good thing about it. So I'm trying to keep a positive mindset with that, but like, I don't know. The video still could work. I'd have to like run it through, you know, editing a little better and like see if I could run it through editing, like it's just a thing I drop in and it does all the work for me. That'd be nice. But no, it could work if I make it a really short video or something. I don't know. I may not even do a shape. I may just like start whittling at little bits that interest me. You know, I'm still learning here. I'm like brand new to this whole thing. You see that huge cut I made earlier? I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. And this does not seem like a safe thing. He agrees. So yeah. I also shot another video that I think is going to turn out pretty good. Oh goodness gracious. This is not working. Which reminds me, shout out to Barbara. She supposedly got her feelings hurt because I referred to her as my roommate's sister, while I referred to everyone else in the reaction video I made about old videos. It'll be the last video, the one before this, on my channel. But she joked that she was offended because I didn't refer to her as my friend, whereas I referred to everyone else as that, you know? So shout out to Barbara, my friend, and to her friend Jennifer, who is also my friend. Have not seen either of them in a long time. Those are two people that if they got together and made like a YouTube channel, it would be like the greatest thing ever. So yeah, you wouldn't be watching me if they had a YouTube channel. Honestly, you probably wouldn't be watching me if you looked at any other channel, because there's so much to watch on YouTube, you know? But the hope is with this series, you know, it's not something you need to have on maybe the screen as you're working. You know, you can maybe have it minimized if you're working on something on your computer. Maybe you're doing some chores or laundry or something. At the same time, there's so many better things you could be listening to while you do that, you know? Podcasts, just videos of people talking, you know? I don't have necessarily what you'd call a voice for radio. It's not, I have a great face for it though, but it's not necessarily a soothing voice. Like if you've ever seen any of those ASMR videos where it's always like, you know, like a pretty girl talking in a very soft-spoken voice. They're very weird though, because it'll be whispering. Like I wasn't sure what they were at a certain point in time, what those videos were and how they worked. So I'd click on them and be like, why is this person not speaking up? I can't hear them. But then I was like, oh, it's like a sensory thing or something. ASMR, very interesting. But like I could never do that because my voice isn't that type of thing that's like, okay, hello there. Today we're gonna be doing some things with this block of wood that I have. I'm gonna, you know, carve some wood chips off with it. It's just not good. I don't know. I feel like this has been a bit of a bust of an episode, you know, like it hasn't been that great. I think there's some improvements with the lighting quality and the positioning of the camera and such. I'm using a different lens this time around, hoping it gives a little bit more clearer of a, you know, just a nice view of the backyard here. I'm not even doing a shape now. I'm just kind of just doing little indents on the wood, kind of like, I don't know, just practice with that. I don't know what I'm doing really. I think I gotta go a little slower. There's pressure when you're being recorded. It's easy for like a more like performance. How do you say this? Like there's almost this pressure to have some sort of performance going on. And with this, I start to get kind of freaked out. Like, oh, I gotta do this thing. It's called Whittling Wednesdays. I have to, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I got a lot of wood chips down here. I would really prefer just to be real with everyone in this series and just kind of like have a nice little corner of the internet where you can hear me ramble for about 20 minutes. Which reminds me, I don't know how long this video's been going. I should check. But, yeah, just a nice little spot where I can ramble. And, you know, you watch it if you want to, you don't have to, whatever. I have good feelings about what this can become. And I may have said that last episode too. But, yeah. You know, one thing I love, I don't know if you can hear it right now, is the birds in the background. Florida has some, you know, I don't know a ton about bird life, but I mean, they sound great sometimes. Sometimes they're annoying. Sometimes it's annoying, especially when you're filming. But like the types of, you know, like types of caws and coos and whatever they. Is there like a universal term for bird call? Isn't that if you're calling the bird? I don't know. They sound nice though. There's one spot in Florida in the middle of nowhere. My friend lives. I'm actually not going to say where it's at because I don't like. My friend lives here in this very small town in Florida. I am in no way, you know, compromising his location. But it's, you know, it's not too far out of Central Florida. But it's a very small town, very, very rural, that area. And the birds there just sound amazing. It sounds like paradise. And there's just something, I don't know, like, I don't know if you heard that one. That was like, it was it was like more of a whistle. And the dog bird, the rarest of all. It sounds just like a dog, but you could swear it was a dog, but it's actually a bird. I do like dogs. Fortunately, my family and I are at a point where we can't have one, which is sad. I'm not much of a cat person. I never was. That was more of growing up. We never had one because of family members had allergies to them. I'd probably have some allergies to them. Probably wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know. I think I've always been more of a dog person. Definitely a personality thing. We had a lot of black labs as children. We had 2 growing up. One for like the first half of my childhood, one for the second half. And I don't know, they're nice dogs. There's something about labs. They're very like, I don't know, loyal, friendly, you know, pretty decent. They say they're harder to photograph though. And I can definitely see that with like their darker fur. It can be harder to get the right light on it because like since it's darker fur, the way I think it illuminates, like the way it reflects, you got to be very careful with your lighting and, you know, not making it look like the dog's a black, shiny, black mat that's like just reflecting onto the camera. But then again, like I do have a friend, Michelle, shout out to Michelle. She actually watched the first episode of this and said she liked it, so I was really, really happy about that. But she'll photograph photos of dogs for an animal shelter. I forgot the name of the animal shelter. I should probably link to it. No, she seems like she's pretty good at photographing dogs with like darker coats like that in labs and such. It's like 2 links I gotta put in this video. This is extra work. I don't want to do that. Anyway, I don't know. It's been an interesting episode so far. I don't know how much time we got left on this video. I think I'm going to start to wrap things up. This is just looking like a mess. I think I'm going to work on this throughout the week, see if I can make it into something, if it can become something, if I can, you know, just do something with it. I'm still learning, you know, we all are. Ooh, the way it cuts there, though, it's like butter. I love it. But yeah, as far as comments go, I wouldn't mind hearing about your Wednesday and just what you've been up to, you know, and, you know, just how you've been using your money, where you've been spending it, you know, just, you know, small things like credit card number, you know, bank account number, you know, if you want to get really intimate, we can do social security number, but yeah, you know, just normal everyday stuff. Oh gosh, this is just so crazy. Anywho, or is it any? I don't know why people or when they use anywho, or if I even use it. It's annoying. I'll just use it anyway. I think it's time to end this video. Thank you for spending time with me, especially if you made it this far into the video. I hope you've enjoyed some of the sounds in my backyard too. I actually had an issue with the first episode where that started putting off like a beeping noise, and like I had to actually cut out some of the backdrop noise in this video. And I was kind of bummed because I was like, there's so much going on. I kind of want people to hear that along with my talking. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Have a good week. Hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah.